Hey guys, welcome back in the good old 80s. You're watching Classic Airsoft and this is the Tokyo Marui M16A1 Spring Airsoft Rifle. Pretty old, but pretty nice still today. So this was one of the very first spring powered M16 Airsoft models, and this one was released in the same time from Tokyo Marui when they released their XM177, the MP5, the MPL, the Uzi and the G3 Spring model. These are all Tokyo Marui Spring rifles they had in their lineup, and they are now all out of production if I'm correct. This one came to Germany in the early 2000s. We have here the typical Tokyo Marui box with a nice print of the M16A1, a big advertising about the new hop-up system. So let's get into it. Inside in the box we will find the Tokyo Marui M16A1 Spring user manual in Japanese, only in Japanese. Then we have some paperwork about the hop-up system and which BBs you should use. Don't use damaged BBs or low quality BBs. Some original Tokyo Marui shooting targets from back in the days, still the same you get in new Tokyo Marui guns, and a Tokyo Marui catalog, as well as some Tokyo Marui 0.25 gram BBs and the adjustment tool for the iron sights. A magazine, pretty nice old school hop-up tag. Nice that this is included and not lost over the years. And the main thing, the barrel cap, the M16A1 Spring powered rifle by Tokyo Marui. So let's get the box out of the way and the paperwork. And now we keep on with the video. So here you have the whole beauty, the Tokyo Marui M16A1 Spring powered airsoft rifle. This thing is completely out of plastic. Nothing here is made out of metal. It's fully plastic except from some screws to hold everything in place. From tip to the butt we have a bird cage flash hider that is one piece with the outer barrel. We have the iron sight, the front sight, the back iron sight, the whole body, the handguard, the stock, the grip, the magazine, every of the control parts, sling attachment points, everything is out of plastic, even the sling attachment points. So I can't recommend you guys to use it. This is completely out of plastic. Magazine as well, completely out of plastic. But don't get me wrong, this gun feels quite sturdy, even if it's completely out of plastic. It's high quality plastic, it's made by Tokyo Marui, so it's no cheap crap. Perhaps out of the today's view, it's not as high quality as it could be, but if you remember how old the thing is, it's pretty well made. So the functional parts here are the mag release button and the fire selector. You can open up the dust cover by your fingers. It's out of plastic and underneath there is nothing, so you can't adjust the hop-up. It's a fixed hop-up made for 0.25 gram BBs. To cock the gun, rack the charging handle, and now the gun is cocked. Like on every other AR-15 or M16. But the Tokyo Marui M16 had a pretty nice feature. If you take a look underneath the handguard, you will recognize this square thing. You can lift it up and now you have a pump grip on your M16 spring gun. That's a pretty nice feature if you played with this gun back in the days, because you have a much higher rate of fire if you use the pump grip instead of the charging handle. So I demonstrate that to you. so the rate of fire is quicker than if you use the charging handle to cock the gun. And back in the days, if you had something like that in an airsoft game, you are very OP. Yeah, I bet you laugh now, but it is fact. You had hop up. Not every gun back in the days had hop up, so you can shoot twice as far as your opponents, and with this pump grip you can shoot twice as fast as your opponent. So this gun was pretty straightforward for what it is and for that time period. Marking wise, we have the full Colt markings. We have the Colt horse, Colt AR-15, property of US government, M16A1, Colt 556 and the serial number, Colt Firearms Division, Colt Industries, Hartford, Connecticut, USA, and as well on the fire selector we have safe, semi and auto, but it's a spring gun, so you only can shoot semi-auto or semi-auto by muscle, so you have to cock the gun after every shot. On the right side you have ASGK and made in Japan. That's it, marking wise. Then we have a really straightforward magazine here. It's the same like on the XM177. So you have a BB stop on top, like on modern AEG magazines. And to load the magazine, we have a small tab on the bottom. You pull this tab and release it, and then the spring and the follower are on the bottom of the magazine. So now you can fill up the magazine. For that you have a lever here, pull them back, and then you can just drop in the BBs, or take a look at the back side. You have a thing like this, a loading device in the back, and you have a BB compartment in the back to store and transport some BBs. If you use the loading tool, just place it on top. Now this small lip will force the BB hold back device backwards, and now you can just put in the BBs in the magazine. Second cool feature, it's a 2-row or 2-stage type of magazine. Tokimaru invented this, so with one load of BBs you can shoot more than on other guns. So you have one row of BBs and a second row. If you insert the gun, this pin will hit a body part. So if you listen, now the first row would be in the feeding position and the spring will feed the first row. If you shot the first row completely, then you have a small button on the bottom of the magazine. If you push the button, did you hear that? That will release the second row of BBs. So you can shoot 2 full lines of BBs with this M16. That was pretty nice. Tokimaru's MP5 spring gun has the same feature. So I would go to the chronograph and shoot some BBs through it for you guys. I hope you'd enjoy the chrono readings. The power isn't very high, but this is not a new gun. So I hope you liked the video, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.